now locked into Exposed Thoughts. I'm Armani Day. I'm here with my best friend Cashmere, and we're keeping it 100% raw.
Yep, no scripts, no sugarcoating, just deep diving into everything. From the headlines hitting your feed to the life experiences hitting us at home.
Expect some serious jokes, plenty of laughter, and maybe a little emotional breakdown from Cash.
What? Hey, it's all part of the journey. We're figuring life out in real time.
We learn from each other, we learn with you, and hopefully we leave you with something to think about. Let's go.
Okay, so let's get juicy, let's get down and dirty, let's get nasty, Let's talk about but is it necessary? Like, okay, so we're gonna talk about like sex toys and different equipment, quote unquote, that is being used by same sex couples, heterosexual couples, trans couples, anybody. But I was more curious about me shopping online, looking for some new stuff. Cause at the I don't know, is this a thing? Is this a thing for you, Armani? After I guess it wouldn't be. I don't know. I don't because now I don't want to ask you because I feel like just thinking about it might be a little offensive.
I've been over here trying to hold my laughing this whole time. Jesus.
Okay, so it's a thing. It's a thing in the lesbian community. I think this is a very heavy debate with us. Is after each relationship, do you get a new strap? Now, I don't know if that's offensive in the trans community or what. Like, if I ask you, like, do you do you swap? I don't want to sound offensive. Don't
Oh,
don't cancel me.
God.
Don't cancel me. But this is why we have these kind of conversations because I mean, so one I want to know if y'all swap out. Two, it was me while I was online shopping for new equipment. You know, I came across some different items that I didn't know exist. You know, it was so the number one thing was a stroker, and from my understanding, the stroker is supposed to like go on the clitoris so you can like jack off. Is that what it is? Why are you
You
laughing?
know, you know, I always gotta laugh because first of all, I didn't even get to say anything. But anyway, thank you for clarifying. Okay, now I'm gonna say what I need to say. Oh gosh. So first of all, nobody's gonna cancel my best friend. That's first. Let me start there.
Appreciate it,
Okay.
appreciate it, appreciate it.
Okay. Nobody's gonna
Appreciate it.
cancel you, and you know that
Yes.
I will help you, aka correct you, if you say something wrong.
Okay.
So it's not what you said is not offensive, but
Hmm.
is it, can it come off a certain way to certain people? Yes, because when you think about it, if you're not someone that does public speaking or like a podcast like we do, all the things, whatever, really is none of our business of what other people are doing in their bedroom, what they shopping for, all the things, anything that's like sex related is none of our damn business.
Hmm.
So to
Hmm.
some people they can take offense to it. Also, when you said about the stroker and what it's used for. So yes, I believe one of the names, it depends on who sells the item, which is, to clarify, it's like a mini fleshlight for people who are, for the most part, AFAB, which AFAB is the acronym for assigned female at birth. And
Thank you for clarifying.
yes, we got to teach the people so that they can follow along. um, when you said that it's like used on the clitoris, now that were, again, some people may take offense to something, so like primarily some non-binary people and or some trans men that don't have bottom surgery because they may not want it, or what their pre-op, whatever it is,
Hmm.
they may not call it that. We all, people got names for their parts, whatever. But still, medically and scientifically, the right term is clitoris,
Okay.
regardless of. but some people may call it a dick, tiny dick, all these other whatever.
Okay.
If you are a person that was assigned female at birth, you know what we talking about, okay? So
Okay.
anyway,
Okay.
if your anatomy looks like a thumb, let's go there.
Like a thumb. Okay.
If your anatomy looks like a thumb,
Mm-hmm.
the stroker that Cash is talking about will fit that, versus if your anatomy is bigger than that, usually external genitalia that's quite larger, and you would insert your anatomy into the fleshlights is what a lot of people call them. So it's a mini version of that. So anyway, so Cash, you saw a stroker that is
Yeah. So
the
yeah.
mini size.
So no, so yeah, I saw the stroke and I was like so shocked because I'm like, why didn't I think of this? Because like even because I feel like all right, I feel like this is why people assume that at some point I probably was like borderline going to transition or something like that. Because in
Oh.
my mind, if I could jerk off, this gonna be a good thing. Like this is just being able to have certain fantasies and like certain thoughts and things come to life. If I knew
Mhm.
about these things earlier on in my journey, I think some things might be different. Maybe different.
Oh.
Not no, no. I'm not saying I would definitely. I'm not saying no. No, I was definitely never going to transition, but I would definitely have been exposed to some freaky things when
Look,
I.
that was not what I was thinking. I have never thought that about you. Just FYI, I feel like we've talked about this in private before, but and I don't think on our show we've ever talked about it. I've never thought that about you ever. Like
No,
it
no, we
just
talked about it. I think it was like in the episode. I was like, that I actually got dumped because the person thought I was going to transition, and I'm like, no, that's not me.
yes.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
but
no. Okay.
I've always seen, that's why I always ask you, like when people are like, oh, is Cash a boy or is Cash a stud? Cash is Cash. Otherwise,
Cash is
ask
cash.
her.
Cash
Cash
is
is
cash.
Cash. Otherwise, you need to ask her. Okay.
Cash
But
is
I've
cash.
never,
Cash is 40 and still trying to figure it out.
okay. Oh, you not an OG today? Now this
Oh no, I'm a original gay. I'm a original gay. One of the original gays.
oh
That's me.
God.
If y'all know who
The
we're referring
OG.
to, go back to our last episode where we
Oh.
talk about studs and how I identify in that video. So yeah, go back and watch that. Um, but
Yes, because
yes,
that was funny. It was a great topic, but the bloopers were also hilarious. I was editing those, cracking up. Like,
no, yeah, that
anyway,
was that was
um,
one. But
I wanted to also clarify. Well, not clarify. I just wanted to give a little more context to something else that you said, Cash, when you were like, like I guess you were more so asking like if some people change their, I'll call them parts, but
mhm.
toy. We're gonna use toys for the sake of this
I
conversation
said
because
I
that's
said
the word you
equipment.
use. You equipment. Sorry, there you go. Equipment. That's right, equipment. Because again, so now again, coming from a perspective of a trans guy, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody is different,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll let me speak for me. Even though I have trans guy friends, and even non-binary friends that like, they use different equipment as the word cash use. um, I don't really talk about that myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that when you with me, you gonna get the best peen in your life.
Oh my
it's
goodness.
it's clean, it's good. Like you don't need no more context than that. If you date me, or if we just have a night out or whatever, whatever the situation is, you'll get full details. I don't like y'all all up in my business like this.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But for some people, what was I saying, God? For some people, again, specifically talking about like some trans guys. I'm gonna leave out non-binary people just for this moment. Don't feel left out. I love y'all. We love y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like some of the trans guys that I know, they they don't switch because, and though this can be the same for any person that uses different equipment, for a lot of trans guys that I have known, whether we are friends, slept together, whatever the case may be, it's literally like it's like your own flesh. It's a part of you. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, a lot of them know they don't change equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
maybe after a couple years
Mm-hmm.
you might, but usually
They
from
must
part.
be spending the good money on the parts because
What are you breaking yours? What?
no, not
What
break
are
it.
you?
I just like so. All right, so for me personally, as a lesbian, I definitely swap equipment each partner. I like
Wow.
each partner. I start fresh. I mean, I have certain toys that follow me or whatever, but when it comes down to like my strap and my dildo, like I'm swapping it out with each partner, like and it's more so for me. It's more so it's like the comfortability of my partner. Now, if I'm doing a hit
Oh.
and run, now baby, you gonna get what you gonna get. But if we
Oh,
taking
what?
this,
Ah.
if we taking this seriously, if we taking it seriously and we about to, develop a real relationship, we did took time and now it's like it wasn't like we took time. We didn't just go in and do it. Like now I need to find out what you like. I need to find out, the size that you're comfortable with and all different factors. And then we go and we purchase it together. That's me. I can't speak for all lesbians or whatever other
Hmm.
people are doing, but for me that is how, because for me, as when I'm with somebody and it's all about the pleasure, and I need to make sure that you are being 100% satisfied in that bedroom or
Hmm.
wherever we decide to have it.
Okay, so now we know you don't just be in the house.
Yes. So yeah, so for me, yes, I definitely swap out between partners, but when I say like, oh, they must be like really invested, like because you can go and get you a little yeah mean for like 15, $20.
Oh Lord.
That should be that you sterilize that a few times, that joint gonna melt. So you need to get
Caroline. No, no, I'm
that
just
don't go
joking.
melt. So for you to have some for a few years, and this is me. I don't want to come off wrong or offensive. I imagine that. I imagine that. But no, so maybe not. So maybe because I know it's a difference between like like your strap that you use in the bedroom and then like a what is it called, like a packer.
It can be. Yes, it's called that, and also it can be a difference.
Right.
Yeah. I'll say what I need to say on that when you done.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
Okay. So
I
that.
don't
So I
throw
guess
you off.
this bring my question, because now this is the whole topic of this is like to get the clarification on certain equipment and what it's used for, and like I don't know. You're not the expert at dildos, but just a few questions that's on my mind. But so
Well,
I'm
who told you
assuming.
I wasn't? No, wait.
Definitely not. But anyway, so because I'm assuming this is me, not trying to come off ignorant or
Oh
uneducated, but
Lord.
this is just me. I'm assuming that the packer is not being used in the bedroom, right?
This is why I just said. Just you ready for me to clarify?
You can answer
Is
that
you,
question.
not
That's
are you,
but
is you ready?
issue. Yes, I'm ready to clear, but that's yes, clarify that, because it's like when I'm talking about like, oh, they spending good money, so because like your packer, your every, I feel like that's your everyday wear, and then your yeah mean is something that you invest in. But if you keeping that yeah mean for years, then you definitely invested good money with that top product that got the good skin. I got the good skin and probably squirt and everything else. So So yeah, Albert, go ahead. Clarify. Clarify for me.
I cannot believe you got me on here talking about this shit.
I've been waiting to talk about this for months. Let's go.
Oh, y'all see, I told y'all it's always cash. Y'all keep
Mm,
thinking it's me.
mm,
She done told on herself.
come on.
First of all, because you know you still got your Philly slang, even though I never lose my Philly slang, but I don't know if y'all know what yeah mean is.
Oh my
That's first of
goodness.
all.
They know what yeah
No,
mean
no.
is. They
All
know what
right.
yeah mean and join. Okay,
Ain't no
it's now it's universal at this point. At this
Oh,
point, it's
okay, got
universal.
it. I know everybody for the most part know John is anything, but anyway,
Mm-hmm.
no, but seriously. So, all right, the reason why I said I needed to clarify is because so what some people don't know, and again, if you are not, I don't want to only specify it like solely for trans men because it could be for anybody, but
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
way I can give the example if you are typically a trans man that does not have bottom surgery and you may or may not pack, sometimes your packer, which is usually um it's your meat that you put in your pants to give you the bulge. Like that just for you because they like Packer. What? Yes, I'm gonna tell y'all in my own words. So if you won't get it, you don't get it. Go Google or something. I don't know. Ask Siri what's a Packer. So you have an STP, which is a stand to pee device. Then you have a Packer, which is again something that is usually it gives you the bulge in your pants. That's you're packing your underwear, hence the word packer. And then you have your actual dick, like whatever. There, everybody use other words, but I'm saying dick. I don't care. Um, so that's usually the one that you are penetrating people with. Now, you also have on occasion the more, as Cash was saying, that the more expensive ones where people were paying a lot of money for it. You sometimes have a 2-in-1, a 3-in-1, or the 3-in-1 is usually what they call like the all around, all of the above, or something to where it does everything. You can pee with it. You know, you can stand up to pee with it. You can use it as a packer, so you have the bulge, and you can fuck with it. Like you can penetrate somebody with it.
Wait, 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 wait,
That's
wait, wait. Let's dial that back. Let's dial that back. There is a
oh god,
device.
I
You telling
can't.
me? You telling me? There's a device that'll be that you can use to urinate,
Yes, that's a
and it'll
STP.
be small, soft like a packer,
Wait a minute. Okay, so
and it penetrate, and it gets hard, or is it just like it
oh
goes from soft to hard, or it just like that's
Jesus
because
Christ.
you said a
Okay,
3-in-1. This
okay.
not.
Okay. Any of them, the best way to answer that is that any of them, whether they are separate and or all in one or 2-in-1, you know, where it does multiple things, they can come like soft, extra soft, firm, and extra firm, I believe is like the terms that you typically see. Now, let's say you have a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1, which is the one that does all three. You can pee with it, you can pack with it, and you can penetrate with it. Okay. It usually comes with an insertable rod. It's like a like think of like a candlestick just to give y'all a visual. It's like you put a candlestick inside when you're ready to penetrate with it, and then you take it out when you just want to pack or pee with it. That makes sense to y'all? So I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again to give you a visual. Close your eyes and imagine a funnel, right? They put a funnel inside of. Let me use these words. They put a funnel inside of a dildo so that you can stand and pee with it, and then you can also put it in your underwear to give a bulge in your pants, and then you insert the candlestick into the funnel that's inside the dildo so that you can penetrate with it. That makes sense to y'all?
Okay,
So it
okay.
does all
I
three
see it.
things. You know, a funnel has a wide part and then a tiny hole at the bottom, right?
I see it.
Okay, so you use the funnel that's created inside of a dildo. I don't like that word, but for time's sake, we're gonna use that word to give the visual. Okay. So when you are using when it's a STP, it's usually a funnel by itself, or it's inserted in some. It's designed to be inserted into a dildo so that you can stand to pee with either just the funnel or the dildo itself, and it has the hole cut out. It can also be the same thing for the packer, but usually the packer is just a soft or semi-firm
Mm.
dildo that's like it's like palm size, unless you got some big ass packer that's bigger than your hand. No offense to anybody, you do your thing. And then you have the 3-in-1, which is usually it has an insertable. It's called a rod, ROD, like a fishing rod, not that damn big, just the word
Mm.
rod, ROD. But I'm telling y'all to
Uh,
imagine a candlestick
Now,
so
if
that you under
now
yeah.
does this require a strap too?
Um oh, see, now that's another thing. Because they have thousands of variations. Yeah,
Mm.
the answer is yes and no. The short answer is yes and no. Typically, yes, because where what is holding it. So typically yes, but the reason why it's also a no is because sometimes these are what they call prosthetic. That's another word
Mm.
that you use called prosthetic, where they actually make like this skin safe glue to where you can actually glue the prosthetic onto your pelvic area,
Mm.
and
Oh,
this
this
way you
getting deep.
don't need
This getting deep. This getting deep,
you
honey.
know you don't need it. But also, I don't know if Cash, I don't know if you know, or if even some of y'all listening know, but a lot of people don't even use like the actual harnesses and or what y'all call straps or what. Nobody, a lot. No, I'm not gonna say nobody. A lot of people don't even use that because they make underwear
Yeah.
that
Mm.
you just
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
insert.
the underwear. I'm not a fan of the underwear.
They
I don't have enough control with the briefs. Okay,
oh
I need
my god.
to. I, I need to. I need to strap up, saddle up, baby. I need
Yeah,
all the
what are you, a
control.
horse? What is going on?
She gonna ride it like a stallion, okay?
Yo,
I need I need all the control, okay?
oh
But
my
I do
god.
know I do know that they have briefs. They have like underwear you can just slip on and it got a little hole in it, you just slide through there. That ain't enough control for me. But yeah, they
Oh
have
my god.
it.
Well, when I was 15, I figured that out. Before it became a really big thing out here, when I was 15, I realized that, yes, I'm telling y'all my business a little bit more. When I was 15, I did use like and it was the like cheap, like, it was not Velcro, like elastic is the better word. Spandex. There you go. It was like a spandex type of harness, and it had like these snap buttons, and I was like, this is so ghetto and janky. I was I was first of all, I had no business fucking, let's start right there, but anyway,
You had
it
the startup kit, the joint you get in
yes,
a
it was the
box,
little
it all come
brown
together,
triangle shaped. I was like, this is so and I was so anyway, the
and make
girl
all
that
this
I was
noise
talking,
when you put it on.
yeah, what? Anyway, can she triggering me right now? No, no, no. But it was wild. I remember that, and I used it twice with the girl, and I only got it because the girl that I was dating, she was like a year, 2 years older than me, and she was like, "No, you got to get one of these," and I was like, "Oh God!" So
Mm.
anyway, I went. Anybody from Philly or been to Philly or South Street, y'all know Condom Kingdom. Yes, I went to
No,
Condom
God, don't
Kingdom with
get
my
those.
little money. I took my little money to South Street. I was like, yo, I'm ready. Like, what, I
Um,
got the little cheapest kit, as Cash called it, that I could put together. And after the second time, I was like, no, dog, this ain't gonna work. I was
mhm.
between wearing boxers, and I was like, this is just all ghetto, and I don't like it. I need something a more bougie setup. Like, so I went, I went, and I got me some boxer, some like real fitted boxer briefs. not briefs, not what they
Not
call
tidy whities.
panties. Yeah, not those. I got boxer briefs that had the long leg part, or were they trunks? Either way, boxer briefs or trunks anyway. And I knew how to sew by hand at the time. So y'all know I'm a word winning designer. Anyway, um yes, I said that in this episode. I don't care.
Plug.
Anyway, so I knew how to how to sew real good. So what I did was I figured out how to sew the inside hole as tight as I could, just enough for my dick to fit through, but it wouldn't fall out.
Not you making your own homemade strap.
You
Got
damn
you.
right.
Got you.
You damn
Let's-
right. And it worked. And it worked. And for years, ain't had no
For years, you had that
problem.
same pair of drawers for years. That's nasty. That's
No,
nasty.
no. I meant the setup you did. Yes. Yo, why you trying to play me? Cash, do not try to play me,
No, I'm
dog. Don't. Now, I ain't gonna lie. As a teenager, before I start really making my own money, yeah, them I held on to some of them underwear for a couple months. I ain't gonna lie. As long as they got washed and my meat got washed, I ain't give a damn.
joking.
Ain't
My
nobody
meat
get
got
nothing from
washed.
me.
Wow.
Listen,
Okay.
ain't nobody ever catch nothing from me, so it was fine. Everything got clean.
Nobody never cared. Nothing from me is wild.
Ain't no,
I just go to
cause you
the
talking about you kept the same underwear. Not no, the hell, any damn way.
okay,
That's why.
back to back to the topic. Why we
Oh
can't? Why
gosh,
we
I don't
can't?
even. You know what? I'm done with this conversation because it's always cash.
Okay, back to the conversation. We gonna reel it back in, cause
Are you
yo,
gonna get the stroker cash? Yes or no? That's what we want to know. Okay, because that's all we here for. Is you or
we
is you
here to see if
not?
y'all gonna get the sugar. I am very. I ain't gonna lie. I am very tempted. I am very tempted. I'm. Ugh, yes, I might. I might. I
I
might.
had one like 10 years ago. I'm gonna say that's all I'm gonna say. I had one like 10 years ago, and it was nice. It was nice, but I got carpal tunnel. It was really bad then, so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait till I get here, and yeah. So anyway, yes, just try it, just get it and try it, okay?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get one. Test it out. We do a video. I put a review on it for you.
Oh, oh my god, is they sponsoring us?
Yeah, no, we ain't getting no sponsors. We don't got no sponsors. We ain't name no brand or nothing like that. So we good. We good.
Listen, if y'all know a business that sell these, listen, send it to us real quick so Cash can get it and they can sponsor the video, the
Yeah,
recording, whatever. Like they can sponsor us. Come on.
yeah. If we should get a PO box. People start sending us stuff right now.
Hmm. I got a couple addresses they can use. Got a couple addresses. Yeah, but that would be nice though. That would be nice because I feel like even though we laugh and we joke, we also share our real experiences and people also learn. Like just like you just learned some of these things.
This,
Like we
I learn
learn, we
something
teach
new
each
every
other.
episode. I feel like.
Hey, that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. And those of y'all that's listening, like, do your best not to take no offense because language is always evolving. And like Cash just said, like, she learns something every episode. So, and nobody is perfect, right? So we
Mm.
use the best language that we can, but also if we're referring to ourselves, you can't be mad at how we talk about ourselves, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Don't.
like it's
Yeah.
not meant for nobody to take offense to it, and and again, language is always evolving. Who knows? Shit, AFAB might be offensive tomorrow. So and if I was not 5 feet ahead, well, listen, the term was correct yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, we are constantly evolving. Ain't that what you said?
Yes, we are in transition daily. Look at me
Mm.
remembering what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, we are we are constantly evolving. We are in transition daily. If you are growing, you are in transition daily. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No. Well, no, this was a fun topic. I think I learned all the things I needed to know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys have any questions, hit us up, leave the comments, let us know any topics we should um or any equipment we should be looking into.
Feel free to let us know what equipment and what terminology you use because that's helpful. But remember, if you don't want to put your business out there, DM it to us, private message us, and we could probably re-talk about that or learn, just without it being in everybody else's business, telling everybody your business or whatever. Because that's how we learn too. Y'all share y'all stuff with us just like we share with y'all.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, until next time.
Y'all continue to shine.
Bye.